Alright. Am I live? Can you hear me? I can see myself, so that's good. Awesome. Awesome. How's everybody doing this morning? We're doing awesome on the charity stream thing. Excellent, excellent. We're at 36,000, or yeah, 36,000. $3,672 and 1 penny. I would love to see that get up to 3,700 by the end of my stream. It'd be fantastic. I'm going to be attempting to do 2 speed runs of Ghost in the Shell. They take about a little over 20 minutes each. I'm hoping I might be able to get a new personal best because the runs take, are gonna take the majority of the time. I'm not gonna spend too much time sitting here and chit-chatting, but we're doing this for a great cause, and I hope you enjoy a little bit more high-intensity gameplay than what Top was doing there. Top, we loved your stream. It was fantastic. I'm gonna turn my volume up on my side just a little bit so I can hear just a little bit better. Alright. So I have to hit start on my time as soon as I hit mission start on the first level. My current best time says on my live splits here 26:12. That actually got retimed to a 26:17. So looking to cut off at least 5 seconds off that time. I think I can do better than that. I've been practicing a couple levels that I was running a little bit slow, and so long as I don't die, I think we'll be good. Let's go ahead and get started. This first level here, there are 4 of these blue guys here, and you'll kill all 4 of them before getting to the boss. And I just picked up my 3rd grenade there. I need all 3 grenades for when I get into the boss. Every grenade helps me kill the boss faster. I try and get as many grenades as I can in every level because it saves, on average, like 3 to 4 seconds on the time that it takes to kill the boss. This boss is extremely easy. He always starts with this spin attack here, and then he'll walk towards you like that, and then you just stay right under him, and depending on which attack he does, he either can't hit you, or he can hit you so little that it doesn't matter. And there we go. I got stuck on the wall there. Jesus. Getting stuck on the walls is not great, but it does happen sometimes. And I got turned around in that tunnel. Which means we lost a couple of seconds there. Shouldn't be too bad. This boss is extremely easy, so I don't really care about how much damage I take here. So long as I don't die. I've taken more damage than I normally would. So staying down here by the water usually will fade out. That's the worst attack to get right now. I died on the 2nd level. That was absolutely horrible. We're gonna go ahead and just start completely over. It's so early in the run that I should still have plenty of time. Good morning, Mook. That was like literally the worst possible outcome for that level. I can't tell you the last time I actually died to that boss. Now, I'm not intending to do a whole bunch of restarts. That's just early enough in the run that I can get away with it there. And still have plenty of time to be able to get through 2 full runs, or at least close to. That's a pretty good time on the first level. Alright, let's take a little less damage this time. And we're also not getting stuck on walls. Jump over this guy. Fall down the pit. Get stuck on that guy. It's okay. That was much better. Taking the time to get that grenade is really necessary when taking on this boss. He's doing laser. It's tough to get that jump timed properly. You can often, like that, you can often still get hit by it. But staying down here by the water tries to bait him into doing that machine gun attack, or missiles that electrify the water, which are the best probable outcomes. They're the easiest to punish. Up by 2 seconds going into level 3. This level we have to destroy all of the barrels. It's not doing that. There's 3 sections to this level. And I got hit, so I didn't get my missile charge off. So you have to press the attack up. You have to press the attack button and press and hold to get missiles charging. And if you get hit in the middle of trying to charge missiles, you will it'll interrupt the charge, which is really bad when you really need to charge. Section 2 done pretty well. Or Section 3, actually. Except for that right there. That was a complete fail on my part. Now we're into the boss. So he drops out these little pods at first. I make sure to use grenades when he's dropping those pods. because they will do a bunch of damage to you if you don't kill them. So he'll go floating into the air like that, drop out a couple more pods, blow them up with a grenade. Also does a bunch of damage to him, blast the rest of them, and he's dead. Plus 5 seconds, that's good. Mook, congratulations on your PB. Are you going to keep grinding at it? This is the first auto-scroller level. The boss on this level is actually kind of a pain in the ass. So that Gundam's going to continue to shoot at me. I get my first grenade right there. I need to make sure I hit these jet skis. Because otherwise they will try and bump into me. And if they do that, it slows me down. I'll lose like 2 seconds per hit. I wasn't fast enough to kill that Gundam. That's okay. Jump over these flyers here. Get our third grenade and get a heal. And right as we pass this boat, start charging. And I missed the missiles there. Took a bunch of damage there, which was not good. Missing that Gundam kill was a big problem. Alright, so with this boss, we have these two sub-boats. We need to get rid of one of them, at least. So we try and focus fire on one of them. And they're being a pain in the ass, so I drop a grenade, which also loses me time. But now that one is dead, we can actually attack the final boss. And we want to stay as close to him as possible to avoid any attacks. And the closer we are, the easier it is, or the faster it is to actually get. I'm getting pretty close to dead here, so I'm playing a little bit safer than I would like to. You want to try and get sub 40? Hell yeah. What's the current record on that game? I have not looked. Lost a little bit of time on that one. That's okay. Alright, so this level is called the Invisible Shadow because this guy's going to continuously go invisible and run around the place. And this is the first place he's going to show back up. You want to get to wherever he's going to be as fast as possible to get rid of all of the extra enemies. That way they're not pummeling you. And right here is a health pickup. And we want to kill this guy, and this guy, and then dude's going to show back up. You can see his footsteps in the water there. Drop a grenade on him. And then he's going invisible again. I want to pick up this final grenade here. And I mistimed that just a little bit. We dropped the final grenade on him. And he's going to his final spot, which is back here. And then this part should be pretty easy. We have no more grenades, but we just pummel him. And we've broken off his arms, so now he only has 2 attacks left that he can do. And that jump kick is the best outcome. Well, actually, those side kicks are the best outcomes. They're pretty easy to dodge. That rainbow effect is very cool. There we go. We saved 15 seconds on that level. This is the second and last auto-scroller level. This is really, really easy. Because we just basically completely ignore all of the enemies. Well, not all of them. There's some guys on motorcycles coming up here too. This guy. We need to make sure we get rid of them. But the helicopters, they do so little damage to us that you ignore them. They're gonna shoot at you from behind. And we want to stay right on this dotted line, taking damage to get our first grenade. Well, second grenade, technically. First grenade pickup. There are only 2 grenade... Well, there's technically 3 grenade pickups throughout this level, but one of them is on a slower path that we don't want to take. This time that jump there. Kill that guy and pick up health. We got a couple gaps that we have to jump here. They're not too hard. You just need to make sure that you press and hold the jump button so that you get maximum height and distance. And you're holding forward to have increased speed. Hey, SNES Drunk, welcome in. This is probably the easiest boss in the game. We get the first spot down, and then charge. Hit the second one with a grenade, and he's down, and then charge missiles again. And we're just gonna pummel this guy. He's gonna pull away here in a second. There it is. And then as he's coming back, he's dead. Right? They're future tires. They're bulletproof. Alright, so this level, there are 4 of these turrets scattered around the level. We need to kill all 4 of them to trigger the final boss. We have to go past that one to pick up this grenade. Go up here, and then straight back. Here comes the final boss. We want to stay right towards his front to try and trigger this flamethrower attack because it's the easiest to dodge. All of his other attacks can't be dodged easily while still punishing him, and you have the best RNG of getting flamethrower if you stay right in his face. Just like that. Ah, shit. I got turned around there. There's a pretty big time loss, actually. That's like 5 seconds back. Pick up a second grenade here. We drop a grenade, get rid of all 4 of those guys because they need to be dead for this door to open. And then this boss is pretty easy. D-pad only. Oh, this isn't the boss I was thinking for. This boss is kind of a pain in the ass. He can have some bad RNG that will lead to longer beat times. He can jump up onto the walls, which is the worst possible outcome. Like that. "22 minutes 8 seconds is the current world record." That's high. I lost several seconds there. That's rough. Alright, this level's incredibly easy. We pick up our first grenade by jumping over this guy, and then jumping over him again. And that's the only additional grenade we can pick up in this level. And we go down a couple of elevators. We jump down this. Lost like a second there. And then we skip this elevator by jumping over it, and the skip here is really, really important, otherwise you have to sit and wait on that elevator. And this jump down here at the bottom is actually kind of tricky, and I made it first try. Now this boss, there are 8 pillars that I have to destroy, and the best option... Sorry, I need to count. Number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You want to pummel each one of them a little bit, so because as each one gets destroyed, more and more lasers get activated, dealing more and more damage to you. So once you've pummeled them, and so you don't have to go through the harder phases, essentially, is what it comes down to. Clicked that a little bit early, but I saved a bunch of time in that level, actually. This level has the hardest boss in the game, and in general, some of the hardest movement in the game. You can get stuck on top of that guy in between him and the ceiling, which is really bad. Pick up our second grenade here. Get stuck on top of that guy also. And now we're into the boss. There are 2 enemies in this boss fight, and they move around a lot. They can also do a lot of damage to you. You want to use your grenades when you can hit both of them at the same time. And they move around so much. Like this boss is a run ender. They also do so much damage to you. That firebomb attack that he keeps dropping does a lot of damage. But you can kind of cheese it if you stay up on this platform, so long as he stays close to you and doesn't actually drop it up. I have to go with the safe route, because I'm nearly dead. There it is. I've been trying to mimic the movement of the #1 world record for this game. So it's a combination of watching that speedrun, trying to mimic the movement, and the way he plays through the levels, and then just practicing that over and over and over again. This level's actually pretty tough. There's a lot of twists and turns, so it can actually be quite difficult to get through. But the boss is really easy. This is a 2-phase boss. You stick right to him, and he can barely hit you with any of his attacks. And you can just pummel the shit out of him. And you want to save one of your grenades for phase 2, because phase 2 is a lot more mobile and a much bigger phase. There's phase 1 done. I want to get a grenade charge, and then shoot my grenade, and then not get hit by that attack. It does a shitload of damage to you. It's very easy to get lost in this level. Final level. This level has one really tricky part that's really easy to mess up. The rest of it's fairly easy though. You just run past all of these guys, go down here. I'm technically upside down right here. There is a faster way to get across these platforms, but I've not perfected it, so I'm not going to try it. There's a heal and a grenade, and now we're into the final boss. This boss also has 2 phases, but his second phase is extraordinarily easy. I guess technically it's 3 phases, because here in a second he's going to start teleporting. And I save all of my grenades until he starts doing that teleport, because he's such a pain in the ass. unless you get him stuck up against the wall like this, which is perfect RNG. Really hard to actually get him stuck like this. And then he's going to push you off the edge, and I just need to hold R1 and mash square. And he'll never be able to hit me. $25.41. That's a new PB. Dude, my heart is racing so fast right now. My hands are fucking sweaty. Look, I'm trembling. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera. You can't skip this final cutscene, so we have to sit here and wait. Thank you, thank you. Only 3 minutes to go. Not quite 3 minutes. Current record is 21. 21 and some change. That keeps me at number 8 on the leaderboard. Which sounds a lot more impressive than it actually is. So I'm currently in 8th place on the leaderboard. But I'm in 8th place out of 10 total speedrunners. So it sounds less impressive when you say that. I'm going to make sure I save that split. It keeps me in 8th place. The 7th place is 23 minutes and 58 seconds, I think. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my runs down that low. Like, I have some time that I can save here on this run. First place in your heart. Appreciate that. That was quite a good run. I got like I messed up my time on chase 1, and the first level, like, it's hard to get a really good time in that first level. The 128 was me accidentally starting the time incorrectly. I can get less than 128. I think the current record holder, his first level is like 116 or something like that. So it can be done faster with better movement, but it's really, really hard. But we are doing this for charity. We're at $3,600 and $36.77. $3,677. Why the fuck did I say it like that? Be awesome if we could get to 3,700 by the end of my stream. I'm gonna do one more run of this. I still have time, right? It's only 7:24 my time. Been on for 24 minutes, so I have plenty of time. Even if I get a death, I can do another run of this game. So I'm gonna do one more run. My intent was to do 2. And I guess we'll see if I can beat my time again. And then it'll be passed off to Captain Drachma, and he'll be playing some Enter the Gungeon, which he's a madman for playing Enter the Gungeon. That game looks hard, and I do not have any interest in playing it. I'm sure the testers got paid. Testers generally don't get paid that much, though, from what I understand. Like, I'm not part of the video game industry at all, so I don't really know. Unknown, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? You just missed me getting a new PB, but I am going to start another run here in just a second. I think my heart rate has slowed down a bit. For anybody that speed runs, like, you know how stressful it can be to be near the end of a run and being on pace for a new time, and yeah, it's easy to fuck that up. So, but let's go ahead and get started on our second run here and see if I can beat my own time that I just made. Thanks, Unknown. Appreciate that. And I mistimed my start there. So you know what? I'm actually going to... I want to make sure that my times are right. So I'm going to quit out. And start again. Which I know seems silly, but like, I need to make sure that my times are... my blah, 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 if I can fucking talk. I need to make sure that my times are right. For record-keeping purposes. For when I submit the run. I mean, like, the mod will change the time if it's wrong, but it's better to be accurate. Oh, that's bad RNG right there. And then I got stuck under that helicopter. It's a sloppy first level. If this game looks fun, I would highly recommend you play it. I would highly recommend playing it on emulator, though, because the disc copies are extremely expensive. But I'm a huge fan of Ghost in the Shell, just kind of in general. It's one of my favorite animes of all time. So I was willing to shell out the money for a physical copy of this game. I'd been wanting it for a while, and I finally found a good deal on one. Ah, so you getting stuck on that guy like that? That's bad. Getting stuck on the wall like that? That's not great. Getting stuck on all the walls. Come on. If I wasn't just doing this for the hell of it, or for the charity stream, I would probably restart right there. Hey, I am a weeb. I just said that Ghost in the Shell is one of my favorite anime of all time. I'm not afraid to admit that. That laser is so hard to dodge. It's the worst attack that he can do. Up 13 seconds over that last run. That's not great. Oh, I missed these barrels. That's also not good. Yeah, I'm not going to restart the run. Like, those two mistakes alone, even before I got that new time, I would have restarted. Because, like, those are big time wasters. I missed a missile charge on this guy. Unknown, I paid $160 for this game for a complete in-box copy. You can probably get a disc-only copy for around $100. Good morning, Citizen Gamer. How are you doing today? And yeah, we busted through the original goal. And as I've said, I would love to see us get to 3,700 by the time that I finish my stream. For a good cause. It's for the children. Oh god, this was horrible. I thought I was going to get that Gundam dead, but apparently not. There we go. Wow, I actually made up a bunch of time on that level. That's my fastest ever. Impressive. I didn't think it was going to be that fast. Ah, shit. There he goes, invisible again. How'd you come back? Get out of here. Ooh, I messed that up a little bit. I wasn't able to get to that other... this guy over here, which is okay because I was able to stay out of his range so he didn't aggro. Little bit long on that level, that's okay. This game is incredibly fun. It runs surprisingly well for a PlayStation 1 game. Like, it's buttery smooth. The controls are fantastic. You know, you gotta be used to playing with a D-pad. I play a lot of PlayStation games, both 1 and 2, so, you know, tank controls don't bother me. This isn't quite tank controls. Actually, it's not tank controls at all. But, like, Resident Evil 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. So, I'm used to just playing with tank controls. So, like, you just... it's kind of tank controls, I guess. You up and down move you forward and back. Left and right turn you. And then R1 and L1 strafe. Square shoots your machine gun, or you press and hold to charge your missiles. And then circle is your grenades, which are your special pickups here that you need. It was a little slow. So I don't think there's any way for me to possibly get the #1 spot because I'm playing on a PS3 because it's the only way I have available to be able to stream PlayStation 1 games. I don't have a RetroTink or anything yet. and so I don't have any way to capture footage from like a PS2 or a PS1. And the problem with that is that the PlayStation 2 on PlayStation 1 games actually has faster load times than the PlayStation 3 does. So I'm losing about 20-ish seconds over the number 1 spot simply due to longer load times. And all of the top runners play on a Japanese copy of the game, on a Japanese PS2, which also slightly has faster load times over the American version. But I wasn't aiming for the number 1 spot anyway. I just thought, like, one of my goals for this year was to learn a speedrun. Oh, I'm so glad he did flamethrower there. I was nearly dead. Good morning, Trev. That was super smooth right there. That's exactly what I like to see. That is not, though. Blow up those guys. Go through this door. We go up the center of the ramp, otherwise we get stuck on one of those guys with the machine guns, and we're into the boss again. That's the best attack that he can do. It's the easiest to punish and not take damage. And he's going up on the wall. That's bad RNG. I am so close to death, and I just barely pulled it out. Again, folks, we are doing this for charity. I would love to see us get to $3,700 by the end of my stream. I forgot to hit my my time there. So it's going to tell me that I'm getting a best time on Wormwood here. Because I didn't hit my my space bar in time, and I fucked that up. Wow. So maybe not. First half of the skip going good. I get the second half. There it is. You want to time it so that you're doing that jump right after that door opens. Otherwise, you won't be able to. If you're all the way down at the bottom of the elevator ramp there, you won't be able to jump up onto that platform. Number 1, 2, 3. Thank you for that donation. 4. I can't look away from my screen. 5. So I can't see who donated, but thank you. 6. Drop these grenades right in between these two, and I failed to actually get the grenade to hit both of those. So that was a little bit slower than it should have been. Awesome. Thank you so much for that donation. And we're back onto the hardest level of the run. So try and go into the elevator sideways, because if you don't, then your Fujikoma has to completely turn around inside the elevator. Oh wow, I've never gotten stuck on that guy before. Thank you so much for that donation, Anonymous. I missed the turn. Hey, Vyar, how you doing today, buddy? So this boss could give me extremely good RNG and just let me pummel the shit out of them, and that would be awesome because I can. This is a boss that can either save you a lot of time or absolutely ruin a run. There's number one down. That's incredible. Now this guy will just stop moving. I'm really close to death here, so I'm going to take the safe route of not dying by circle strafing and shooting missiles. It's slower to do it that way, but it is safer. Wow, minus 10 seconds. That was really, really good. I had good RNG on that. Hey, we're on pace for another PB because of that boss, which is incredible considering how much I messed up on the first couple of levels. Ooh, I missed that health pickup. That's not good. Not on pace with stuff like that. You get turned around really easy in this level. There's a health pickup back here. I'm going to go ahead and grab it just to be safe. Drachma, you're ready. Excellent. Jay and Katie, thank you so much for that donation. Alright, dropped both of my grenades on him already. And now we just stay right up on him and continue to pummel. One hit and I'm dead here. That was really slow. I didn't want to die though. 1 minute. Really? It says I've only been streaming for 50 minutes. It says it's only 7:50 a.m. also. I thought I was going to have a couple more minutes. Can I have 2 minutes to finish this level? Or if I accidentally die, I'll just fucking quit out here. Like that. That was unsurprisingly good pace. Yeah. It happens. Choke in the final level. Jumping across those platforms is incredibly difficult. But I guess we're passing off to Captain Drachma. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this portion of the stream. And we hit the goal that I was hoping that we got to. Thank you so much for everybody that donated. Drachma, are you ready to go? Alright. I am ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.